Hey guys, welcome back to another video after a while. Sorry for not uploading. I've been really busy with school and sports and all that. But since now it's the end of the year, and towards the end of the year, there's obviously winter, I thought I should talk about my top 5 best winter fragrances, in my opinion. So I'm going to be talking about whether they project well, last well, smell well, get your compliments, overall, all that stuff. So coming in at number 5, what I think is a good fragrance for the winter is Strong With You Intensely. Some of the bottles I'm going to be talking about, or some of the colognes I'm going to be talking about, I don't own, but I've smelled and I've worn them before, so I can personally tell you my experience with them. And since I have worn this one, kind of already has a dent in it. This smells so good on the dry down. Like once it's fully dried down, and it's like 1 hour after you barely put it on, it smells like caramel ice cream, and like a scoop of caramel ice cream on top of a cake. That's how it smells like. It smells very sweet. And for me, it's just very good. It also lasts well. Like it lasts like around, like on skin, it lasts around 8 hours. Projection gives you around 4 hours of projection. Sometimes I go to school and I spray it like around 10, and then I respray it like around 2, So that's usually what I do, my spring routine. And then after that, that's the whole spring routine. So I try to get up to 8 hours in projection, which is around 16 on skin. What am I talking about? Yeah, I think 16 hours on skin, if I'm right. And so also for the price, if you like go on a good discounter, this is gonna cost you around $90 to $100. Rather in retail, it's gonna cost you around $130, $120. You're gonna be saving yourself $20 to hopefully save up for your next cologne. So this one's called Strong With You Intensely by Emporio Armani. And this is one I think you should be wearing, or if you're planning on getting, this is one you should be planning to get. And then coming in at the number 4 spot, I don't own this bottle, but I've smelled it. I smelled it recently and I wore it. It's called Chocolate Gris by Montel. And what's it called? It smells like, it smells so good. It smells like chocolate, just like how it says it. It's like chocolate. It smells like chocolate. It lasts, like, I went to the store and I sprayed it on me, like on my arm, around 8. When I got home, I slept. I woke up around 9. And I woke up and I smelled my arm. You can still smell it. So it gives you up to 12 hours of projection, or no, 12, like it lasts you 12 hours. The performance overall, 9 out of 10. Since it was like at 8, I didn't really stay up that late, but it lasted me around the whole night while I was up. I went kind of nose blind that day because I went to a cologne store. I was like smelling different colognes and all that, so I couldn't really smell it, but it smells so good. Like that's maybe one of, if not the best cologne I've ever smelled. It's called Chocolate Gris by Montel, and it will run you around $180, but right now they're having a sale on discounters, and it costs you around less than $100, which is almost $30 to $40 off, which is a great price for what you should really be originally be paying on retail. And what else? The projection, I got one compliment that night. I don't usually get compliments, so for me to get a compliment that night with that cologne, it surprised me, and that's one of the colognes I really want to pick up. So that's number 4 spot. It's called Chocolate Gris by Montel. And so at the number 3 spot, it's this one, Jean-Paul Gaultier Le Parfum. I know the Jean-Paul Gaultiers are really being like starting to get overrated and everyone's having them. But I mean, this is just too good to not have on your collection and just to not own overall. So I feel like you should own this one. This one, okay. I know I made a video. My last video was talking about the Jean-Paul Gaultier Elixir versus the black one. And I don't know if I told you this one lasted longer, but I recently tested it again, just like sprayed one in my arm. And the next day, I could still smell this one on my arm, but the gold one, that scent was already faded. So this one will last you more on skin, but this one will give you more projection, if that makes sense. This one, like, okay, whatever. I'm getting off topic. This one, what's it called? When you first spray, like around the first 30 minutes, you're not going to smell the vanilla. You're not going to smell the sweetness in it. You're mostly going to smell just like an iris note. And then you're also going to smell, like, I guess you can see a floral. Not really floral. It's like more like a darker floral scent. And for me, I really enjoy it. Not much people will like it. It's kind of, the opening is a hit and miss. But then, the dry down, so good. You still get a little bit of this, but you mix it in with the sweetness. It's one of the reasons that this is the best, or one of the best for winter, in my opinion. And for projection, I can't like smell it on myself because I go nose blind, but I have gotten like around 3 compliments with it in school, so the projection is pretty good. And then obviously the longevity is around 12 hours, if not more, on skin. And then on clothes, this is around like 3 days worth of longevity. And so it's just very great. Coming in at the number 2 spot, I had a sample of it, but I don't know where it went. Let me see. It was called Amore Café. It's by Mancera. And it smells like coffee. Like, it smells like coffee, but it's not just like a dark, heavy, black coffee like you have in the morning. No. It's a very sweet coffee note. Why am I smelling this? This doesn't smell like anything. It smells like coffee with like very, very noticeable notes of vanilla. And it smells just like an ice cream, a coffee ice cream. Like, very sweet. It's like, this is a very sweet fragrance. It smells so good. Just one of the best I've ever smelled. And the projection on this will run you around 3 hours. Not the best projection for a niche. But then the longevity is going to last you, like on skin, about around 8 hours. This isn't really a strong projecting cologne. Just because it's Mancera and Montel doesn't mean it's always going to last long. It's just certain colognes from that line. The smell, though, this is the second best smelling cologne I've ever smelled. And I've smelled a while in my time. So yeah, I mean, it smells very, very, very good. I know I say that about the other colognes, but this one, I feel like if you smell it, you're going to know what I'm talking about when I say that sweet coffee, cake, ice cream note. Smell like, okay, let me try to. I'm pretty sure a lot of people have smelled this. Just imagine this without the honey note, and just add coffee, and you basically get this one, just with less performance and less overall. And then at the number 1 spot, the best cologne for this season. Hold up, I swear I have a sample here. Right here it is Parfums Amore Gaultier. This used to be the best smelling fragrance I had ever smelled, but then I started smelling more. Okay, first of all, when you first spray it, smells like oranges. I know it's gonna be a bit weird for a winter fragrance to smell like oranges. Smell orange, but you can also get the sweet in it. And then, okay. It smells like orange mixed with a bit of vanilla in the opening, but then The dry down just smells like pure vanilla, like one of the best vanillas like things I've ever smelled. One of the best. And okay, the reason I put this in number one is because the projection art is insane. The longevity on skin is insane. The smell is super good. It's like a must have in your collection, you know? I obviously don't have the full bottle because I don't have the sufficient funds for it yet. But if I could, this would definitely be the first fragrance I would own. And then this just I've barely worn this because I don't want to like waste the sample. But when the times I have worn it, the amount of compliments I gotten is just out of this world. Like I've gotten like 5 compliments in 1 week. Like you don't usually get compliments or maybe some of y'all do, but I don't usually get compliments like that. So for me to get 5 in 1 week, because I wore this one on Friday, like not last Friday, but I remember it was like on a Friday and on a Wednesday, and I got 3 on Wednesday and 2. It was like, you get the gist of it, but it was around that amount of compliments that I had gotten, and I can see why, you know. This smells like I said, vanilla, orange, all of that. Would I recommend buying? No. I would not recommend buying, actually. I said if I had the sufficient funds for it, I would buy it. But for the price, $300, and for the what's it called? For the for the other colognes you could get, like the ones I talked about, like Amore Café just runs you around $100 on a discount. It's just $100, and then that chocolate greedy, 2 of them, the 2 colognes on discounters, cost around the same as 1 bottle on a discounter for like the Parfums Gaultier. So it's not worth it to buy. But if you have the money just to spend like that, or if you just want to get a cologne for winter time, like I'm talking about this video, yes, buy it. Like buy it. This is the number one in my opinion for the reason. But money wise, it's not a really good option. Like you have so much better options. But if money's not a problem for you, then this is the one to buy. I'll try to post more once I expand my collection. Also, I forgot to mention, I got these 2 new clones. Was this one? Versace Pour Homme. And where is it? I think it was this one that I didn't show off. I also got Pike Vinci. I wore this one today because I hung out with my girlfriend. It's one very good. And then this one, I haven't gotten to wear it yet because, in my opinion, it's a summer cologne. I know some people don't believe in summer and winter fragrances, but I do. So, yeah. And if y'all want to... the reason I didn't really talk about this one was because I feel like since it's Christmas, a lot of people have gotten this fragrance. Like, this has been one of the most popular... It's like become the new Dior Sauvage of colognes. So, I didn't talk about this one because the smell... so good, the projection so good, the longevity, everything is good about it. But if you want to smell unique, oh well, this one I'm guessing a good amount of people will have it, but not as much as this one. I hear more hype about this one than I hear about this one. So if you want to smell like everyone else but still smell good, this is the one. And so yeah, I'll try to upload more often once I get more colognes and all of that, and drop some ideas in the comments so I could see what to post about, you know, to get more ideas, to see what y'all like to see. And yeah, thanks for sticking to the end, and don't forget to subscribe and comment down what you want to see next, okay? See you next video.